Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, we're off for more of Pokemon Go. We're covering the previous week up to, well, the 6th of March. But first of all, we've got to clock back to the 20th of February, which I didn't exactly expect to be catching more legends, because that's when both Latias and Palkia end. And we're catching a Palkia right now, and it immediately starts off with me pretty much failing to catch, because he keeps on bloody swiping. So I try to go for another curve, and then he jumps and hits his belly, which was in the ring, but apparently his head's the only thing that counts. So I give him a right conk with a great. The first ball that actually hit, 1 wobble, 2 wobble, 3 wobble, caught it on the first ball that hit. Wow, I mean, it pretty much took me the entire month to catch another one. I don't know why I have such atrocious luck with legends up to a point, but I got myself another Palkia right at the end, so can't complain about that, even though it's only got Fire Blast, but I can easily use a Charge TM to redo that. But we're going to jump cut to later on in the day, because there was a Latias in the area, and I decided to try and go for that as well. So cutting out the battle for that, we're going for another Latias. Last time we couldn't actually catch it. This time we might be able to, so this is, if we can catch this, it will be my first Latias that I'll actually be able to have. And as I said, they both ended at the end of February, so this is like the only chance to get it. Got a nice curve on that one. The thing is, I consistently actually got great curves on this guy. He was just being really stubborn, dancing around and whatnot. So I'm just waiting for my time here, but then I've got a Quiver Berry, so we'll do that first. Rises. I prefer it when he's risen, because then it's easier for me to actually nail the hit. And for the most part, that's all he does, is go up and down. But I consistently keep getting only 2 wobbles. In fact, this took me quite a while to actually try and catch him. But yeah, I didn't actually expect to catch or even fight any legends on the 20th of Feb, because that's when I made the video on the 27th of February, because that would have been, because that's when I caught the, that's when the events were about ended. It was the end of March, and it was the end of February. And yeah, I was just trying to wrap things up, pretty much. It was like the end of the month, I didn't really need to show anymore, but yeah, I just kept on trying to catch this guy. That was pretty much 3 wobbles. That should have caught. Now, here's actually kind of a problem that came up to this part of the thing here. I chucked the ball, and then the game didn't want to let me chuck another ball. It kind of broke, and of course, like, you know, while I'm catching a legend from a raid, it wants to bug out, which could potentially make me lose the opportunity to catch a Pokemon. I mean, if this was like probably 2 years ago, that probably would have happened, but thankfully they had a failsafe. If you get kicked out for whatever reason, just tap the gym again, and you immediately get kicked back into catching the legend with the amount of Premier Balls that you had left. But then there was another bug. It wouldn't let me feed it a Golden Raspberry, even though it hasn't got a Golden Raspberry active. So the game was pretty much saying, yeah, you got to try and catch this thing with a Pokeball that actually connects before you're able to continue again. And of course, because I didn't give it a Golden Raz, it didn't even wobble. So that was fair, thanks game. I mean, what if I tried to waste all my other Pokeballs trying to land the hit without any chance of catching it, because I didn't give it a Golden Raz? That's fair. But then this happened. I actually was able to give it a Golden Raspberry this time. Try to go for a curveball here. Missed. And I was actually a little bit flustered at this point, because I was like, what the hell is this game doing to me at this point? This is a legend, and you made me waste my time, and now I'm wasting Pokeballs trying to hit him, and I can't seem to get the right angle. But that time on the 3rd throw after the glitch, I got it, and yeah, it was another Golden Raz curve great, and I actually caught it, which made me question, does the game have like some sort of like grace catch rating? Like if it bugs out during catching a Pokemon, does it, when the next Pokeball hits after the glitch corrects itself, does it guarantee a catch or not? Or did I, you know, just catch it with the normal legendary cheating rating? I don't know. It wasn't really... It kind of threw me for a loop. But anyway, we're going to jump cut to pretty much the 1st of March here, pretty much the next day, where I was able to get a breakthrough. And that normally results in a previous legendary. So what's it today? It's a Moltres. A Moltres that I can just catch with my Pokeballs. And if I remember correctly, Moltres was the only one of the legendary birds we never actually properly fought before. And now we're just cutting straight to the chase and catching it. And of course, well, I wasn't actually used to trying to catch this thing, so I missed a couple of times. So I just tried to sling it normally, and I got an excellent out of it. With a normal Raspberry, mind you. I didn't go Golden Raz because I can use my Ultra Balls, and guess what? First ball that hit, catch. With excellent. I was pretty chuffed at that. I'm like, God, I'm Ultra Ace, never had to fight one. And it was the first one as well. So, yeah, I'm only missing Zapdos now, so I can just get Zapdos. I've got the trio. And I've got 2 Articunos already. I don't get a lot of legendaries, do I? I just have the worst luck with them. But when I actually do get good luck, it's like, whenever. Now, I've got some steals here, because that's another Shiny Meltan. Because this was on the 4th of March, this was after the weekend, so I was able to renew my mystery box, and this was pretty much the final time I was able to benefit from the last possible moment, as well as the last possible usage to benefit from a Shiny Meltan, and I caught it, and that's going to be my Shiny Metal, so I'm going to have to grind in order to, you know, evolve that. So, that was cool, but that's not all that happened on that day. I evolved my buddy Magikarp, which I've had as a buddy walking around for a good while, and as you saw right there, I have just completed the Mew missions, part 6. So I've completed part 6 of the mythical discovery, which are the Mew missions. That's why I needed to evolve another Magikarp into a Gyarados, which is why I was grinding all those candy for. And you know, since it only does 1 kilometer, that's pretty much the best way to grind for a Magikarp to get a Gyarados, which is pretty cool. So, obviously, I accept I claim the reward. I don't know what I was doing there. Oh yeah, because I was checking to make sure there was anything else. But that'll happen in a minute, because he gives the usual spiel of, yeah, my prototype is functioning well, I've upgraded my AR camera the ability to see invisible Pokemon. I don't think it's actually a upgrade to the AR feature or, you know, the Pokemon camera itself. It's just so that you could be hiding in front of your face and he could just appear. So that could be it. Let's show you what a great trainer you are and how excited we are to see it. Which, you know, isn't going to happen anytime soon because this is part 7. Because we just completed part 6. Because there's 9 parts. 50 berries to catch Pokemon, make an excellent Kerbal throw, which are pretty easy. In fact, these ones are all easier. The Magikarp one was the more harder one. But this was what was confusing me here. Earn a gold Kanto medal. I already have a gold Kanto medal. Why is it not complete like it was with the spooky message where I completed part 2 and all part 3's missions were already complete? Didn't exactly give me the message there until just now, when I went back to normal gameplay. Bit weird there. Threw me off. But now I'm trying to work on the part 4 of Celebi, the Ripple in Time missions, because I need to walk with a... basically fulfill the non-name evolving requirements to get an Espeon. I have to walk with an Eevee buddy, which I'm going to evolve a Flower because that's the ones I have. And yeah, I can't name it Sakura to evolve it into an Espeon. I have to walk with it to earn 2 candy, which is basically 10 kilometers, 5 kilometers per candy. And then I have to evolve it to my buddy Pokemon that just got those candy in the day in order to get an Espeon. If you don't do that, then you just get one of the other 3 evolutions randomly. So apparently that's how it works. I had to look that up. But now for the main event. Dialga has appeared in raid battles, and we're gonna fight one and hopefully catch it, because this was later on the same day, the 4th of March, which is actually the first day that Dialga actually became available. We'll just cut this out because you don't need to see this screen for a good long while. Yeah, Dialga just appeared, and this was pretty much like, what, 1:45, 1 o'clock during the day, so this was pretty much the earliest time that I could probably catch one. And even though we've got a small group, which I do actually struggle in this battle, but then again, I'm always inadequate when it comes to raid battles, but then again, everyone carries everybody, so that's perfectly fine. Considering that we just had Palkia previously, as well as that Gen 4 was only just, you know, recently unveiled, just coming up to the new year, having Palkia and now Dialga, I mean, next month even, we'll probably get Giratina, and I don't know if it will have Origin Form. We'll never know. Is it Origin Form or is it Shadowrun Form? I forget the name of it. But anyway, Dialga. We've got 2 Palkias now, which is pretty awesome. Can I get a Dialga to finish off the pairing? Now, here's the thing. There was also another update that I just want to make mention of right now, since we're in a battle and I can't talk about it. This came out, like, literally on, like, yesterday. I'm recording this on the 8th. This commentary on the 8th. But this video finishes on the 6th, but on the 7th, there was also an update saying that from the 5th through the 15th to the 18th of March, which is basically the middle weekend, like smack bang middle of the month, that Rayquaza will be, or Rayquaza, however you pronounce it, will be in raid battles as well. The reason why I haven't obviously recorded anything of that little information is because it's just literally Rayquaza's available in the middle of the month, and it's only for that weekend, so if once we get to that, if I do fight it, then obviously you'll see some clips. If not, then obviously it'll just pass me by, and that's why I want to make mention of it here, so at least then I've covered it for you guys if you're interested in Legends, because we're fighting one and that's all we're doing at the moment. So I wanted to cover that at least. So if you're after a Rayquaza, wait to the middle of the month, 15th to the 18th, go for that weekend and you'll be able to catch yourself a Rayquaza. And considering that we had, you know, Kyogre recently show up, like, was it 2 months ago? I think it was, near the beginning of the year. I mean, Groudon will probably pop back up at some point as well, or maybe it's when we fought the Groudon, that was its second appearance, not entirely too sure. But I think they're part of the breakthrough encounters as well. I think they're part of them now. I mean, I think all of them. I would like to believe that all legendaries, other than EX-Ray Pokemon and event Pokemon like Mew and Celebi, are part of those events. Well, other than Meltan, but he's got his own one, because they've got their own missions. But you get what I mean. I'm just kind of blabbering at this point. Thankfully, I never actually lost, or happening to go out and then come back into the battle. I never have to do that in order to heal Pokemon. I just enter with the next bunch recommended. And it's the ultimate battle versus Palkia versus Dialga. Who will win? Well, I think that's quite obvious, actually, because, well, it's like 7 to 9 against 1. It's kind of how it works. There we are! So yeah, I just wanted to talk about the Rayquaza during that battle, because, I don't know what to talk about during battles, really, and when I record them in person, I'm not saying anything anyway, they're just battles. It's just that we've actually had the battle show up on the screen. I like to cover it, you know. But we got 12 opportunities. Thankfully, we had a couple of friends show up in the battles. That was helpful. That's a pretty decent Dialga in terms of CP. That actually matches with pretty much some of my higher up Pokemon at max level, considering my my level's 32. The CP is quite high. I greatly underestimated on how close he actually looked. It's just because he's huge. He actually looked pretty close, but yeah, once again, you got to aim for the head. First ball that hits his head was a curved, excellent with Golden Raz, didn't wobble once. Again, why? That's like the best possible you can get. Golden Raz, so you have a greatly increased chance that you can't increase any more than that unless you get a excellent curve, which I did. Can't increase the effectiveness of the ball, so yeah, it just didn't even wobble. I mean, why? If it wobbled at least once, I could understand it. I don't know what happened to that ball. It kind of skidded off his head, but still counted, and didn't give me the rating. Almost had him on that one, though. I mean, imagine if it actually worked. It's like, it's coming over my head. Skids off slightly, catches his ear, and then it catches him because it's like, it caught him off guard. That would be pretty funny. This guy likes rolling a lot. I guess because he has the rule of time. So yeah, I keep consistently, I don't know why, with legendaries I keep, for the most part, if I can nail the shot, I mostly get curved greats. Excellents are very hard for me to get. I don't know. I mean, obviously they would be hard, but sometimes when I hit them in the middle, it doesn't count. But since the circle's so huge, it's actually really easy to get excellents with these guys. And that one was just a normal fling. And again, the normal fling excellent catches it. Yet a curved excellent doesn't even wobble. Just like with Palkia, they break the rules and it don't make sense to me. And as I've said before, it's also predetermined while flinging. So it's not like when it wobbles. But here's the kicker. What I just caught had Draco Meteor. Didn't have to teach it a new attack. Didn't have to use a charge TM in order to change that. Out of the box, Draco Meteor. And it's also weather boosted. And it's kind of windy around like Britain at this point. So in the UK. So that's actually really good. And because it was like the best and only Dialga I had, plus it's extra large, I thought, bugger it. Just use those candy and bump him up a bit. And that is pretty much on par with most of my Pokemon. I also decided to appraise it, which I don't normally do. And best attributes its attack, which is really helpful for its very potent attack, the Draco Meteor. So I cannot complain about that. Really chuffed. Now that would have been the end, except for the fact that, well, on the day that this video ends, which would be, you know, the 6th of March, even though I'm recording this commentary on the 8th, I just booted up the game uptown randomly, and bang, Hariyama. Just wild Hariyama out of nowhere. So I just thought, screw it, I'm going to catch it. Despite being in the game saying it's raining, it wasn't raining that day, even though it was incredibly cloudy and damp. So I don't know what that was about. Maybe it's because it thought it was raining. Or maybe it's just, like, predetermined, like, oh, it's probably going to rain around here, so we'll have it raining for a couple of hours here. So, I don't know. But yeah, I caught the Hariyama because I'm not going to pass that up, and yeah, the reason being is because that, well, I'm surrounded by my Machop right here, which I'll get into right now. I did see this upon booting up the game, but I kind of just accidentally tapped past it, so that was my B. Fighting type Pokemon like Mankey, Machop, Makuhita Meditite will appear frequently in the wild. Shiny Machop and Machop are now available. double Stardust no matter what you do, double experience for gym badges, fighting trainer battles, as well as the team leaders will give you a chance for rare candy. There's also the chance for some higher up fighting type Pokemon like Hitmonchan and Lucario to learn Power Up Punch, but I'm not too sure if you have to teach that with a charged or quick TM, or, you know, just evolve or teach a new attack or something. But that's going to be it for this video. So in the next episode of Pokemon Go, we will be probably doing more raids or covering more updates. See you guys then.